right, hello wonderful people, viewers and subscribers all over the world. We are back again live on Biafra Discourse. It is still my pleasure to be here, your one and only host, Asuchinedu Peters, anchoring this program. I want to sincerely appreciate you all, and I'm very happy to be communicating with you live right on this platform after the ugly incident we passed through. This program would have come up earlier than this, but because of some issues that we try to fix, we are coming up quite later. But as usual, it is part of our culture here to deliver this program till the very last minute. And this program runs for 1 hour. Today, we are privileged to have with us a very resourceful Biafran. He is a very wonderful personality. He had been in the thick and thin of this struggle, and I promised you last time that I'll be bringing to you Dr. Chukwuma Egemba, who is already here with us. Once he is ready to with his camcorder, we will bring him right up. But bear in mind that this is a live interactive section where you are expected to call when we open up the phone lines using the number you are seeing right there at the top corner of this screen. +234 810 4545533. And we are going to be talking about the Biafra independence, the progress and the setback so far. And we are having live with us Dr. Chukwuma Egemba, whom we are going to be bringing on board. Don't forget, you can drop your comments. You can also call through the lines we have introduced right there at the top corner of this screen when we open up the lines. And we have a simple rule. Please stick to the topic under discussion. We discuss issues and not individuals. We are here to profile solution. We are here to identify problems, provide solution to it, and add value to our people with respect to their agitation for self-determination and ultimately the independence of Biafran people as a free nation. All right, we are going to quickly go straight to bring on our guest tonight. I'm talking about no other person than our brother, a father, and a professional, Dr. Chukwuma Egemba. Sir, it's a pleasure having you on today's program, the Biafra Discourse. Doctor, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Thank you, Chinedu, and it's a pleasure to have to be in your program. Thank you for having me.
Yeah, it's been a whole long while we have heard from you, and the Biafran people heard from you from this very platform, and that's why we need to discuss a whole lot. Now, say now, illegal, what do you call it? Iroko. Now, Oji, Arianko. If you climb on top of an Iroko, you fetch all the possible firewood you need to. All right. So tonight we are talking about the Biafra agitation, the Biafra independence agitation, the progress so far, the setback, and other issues that align with it. Sir, in your opinion, what is your assessment on Biafra agitation so far, and where you started from, and the point where you are at the moment?
Right. Because of time, I will not dive into too much history. We all know that the current stage in our Biafran restoration effort started in 1999 with the formation of MASO. And since then, a lot of water, they say, have gone under the bridge. A lot of progress has been made, and of course, we have had a share of our setback. Whatever I am going to say here today is my own individual personal opinion. I don't represent any group. I'm not speaking on behalf of any group or any coalition or anybody. I am speaking for myself as Dr. Chukwuma Egemba. For the past 20 years or more, we have made some progress, but it is my personal opinion that the progress we have made when compared with the amount of resources that has been expended, the amount of life that has been wasted, the amount of disconnections in family life, the disruption in family issues and other things put together, comparatively is not as progressive as we would have loved. That is, that when you are in school, that's what we call report card. If you take into consideration all the things that has passed, our success is merit to the effort, to the costs involved. That is in terms of both human life lost within this period and the amount of money that has been wasted and the anguish that has been caused disruptions to family life. But having said that, a lot of effort has been made, more especially in the field of sensitization, in the field of creating awareness all over the world. At least the world now knows that not only that there is a people called the Biafrans, but that they have now come to realize the type of condition we have been subjected to, the sufferings we are going through in Nigeria, where we are forced to be part of. So that is the problem. That is the issue we have. And within this 20-something years of as you know, we've got a lot of organizations that has come up, spring up to speak for and on behalf of Biafra. But unfortunately, none of these have taken off very well to the point of helping us restore Biafra, which is the main objective of many of our people all over the world. So to put it mildly, we have achieved some successes, but it is not good enough.
All right, I believe you are part of the team that started or at the early stage of this struggle under Masol, okay? And right now there are many groups agitating for the same thing. Splitter groups here and there, so many groups, springing off left, right, and center. What do you think is the cause of multiple groups agitating for one thing in Biafra, and the inability all these years to find a common ground to speak with one voice and synergize their resources?
I will group everything into two super group or two main group, if you like. One, the first and foremost is lack of clear-cut plan. When you are starting off something, when you either a business or you're on a journey or whatever, you have a plan. Then when MASOP was founded, when MASOP was set up, it did not come out with clear-cut plan, verifiable plan to say this is what we want to achieve, and then sell the plan, make people believe and identify with the plan. That is the medicine. There's no clear-cut roadmap. So that was why many people were just running like headless chicken. We not know where to go, left or right or whatever. So the absence of a clear-cut plan from day one is the reason why we have not made the type of progress we have wanted. So, and again, okay, yeah, and because of that comes the second aspect of it, which I would call selfishness and selfish ego. Now, because of the fact that there was no clear-cut plan, now people started to see Biafran agitation the effort to restore Biafra as if it is a business enterprise, whereby you can set up your own group, do what you like, and as if you are cornering a sort of market, hence the proliferation of many groups. So all doing their own thing, but without a coordinating point. So that is the reason why we have not made the type of progress where we have made. As I said, this is my own individual opinion, and taking into consideration that I have been involved at different level. This is what it is: lack of plan and selfishness and ego that has dominated the struggle since 1999.
Okay. Now you've identified that lack of plan. Looking at the MASOB, I think they said they had some agenda. I think 20 or 12-point agenda on their track to independence. There are some other ones that has come up with their own plan. Some say it is through civil disobedience that they will get independence. Some say they are going to get it through legal process or through the due process of law, while some have said if you didn't give it to them, they will bring hell down on earth. Now, with all of this, do you find any common ground or possibility that these dispersed energies, because I believe that most of them have some kind of ability or capability, but it's all scattered abroad. Do you see any possibility of bringing these capabilities or resources together, this energy, to synergize and march forward on a common front? Is there any possibility to that?
Yes, there is a possibility, and that possibility is what the rank and file Biafran activists, supporters all over the world is yearning for. Now, everybody knows that without that synergy, without that effort to unify, to centralize, if you like, or to coordinate, the missing link in our effort so far is that coordinating point. Now, there may be differences when you are when you set out on a journey or a business or anything. You have a plan, as I said before. Now, those plans will be breaking into stages, into sub plan, into sub group of plan. Now, combination, you don't just achieve restoration of Biafra through one single strategy. And because of the socio-economic condition we are operating, because of this way Nigeria is structured, because of what Nigeria is, you have to adopt multiple strategies. But instead of, there are these strategies, there are these plans, but why it seems there is no plan is because there is no coordination. There's no link. Now, there are the Human Rights Initiative, for instance, was formed to start a legal process through which to bring Nigeria accountable, to make them answer question why it is illegal, why is it that Biafran people cannot stand on their own to say, yes, I am a Biafran, this is my Biafran, this is my identity as a Biafran. That's fine, but it is not enough on its own to achieve restoration effort. Now, you have other a group that also said that they are going to do civil disobedience. So these are strategies. It is not good on itself. But as I said, the lack of coordination to link these different strategies together, that is the reason why we have wasted a lot of time without achieving much. And the reason why there's no coordination, because the leaders, those who are supposed to champion the coordination effort together, or they know that they can work together, but because they know that because they are putting their own personal group interest first, far and above collective Biafran interest, which is to restore Biafra, they are not coming together to sit down together to say, okay, this is the plan I have, this is the plan I have, let us sit down together, coordinate them, put them all together, say, okay, if we go from this stage to this stage, we tried this, we work this out because of the condition we are in, let us try this. If it didn't work, then we go back to the drawing table, review it, re-strategize, and try something else. But we have not been doing that. And now, your listeners, those who are schooled, you don't actually need to be an expert in national liberation struggle. There are different stages. There are different levels. And because of the condition you operate, that is, because of the geographical space, socio-cultural, socio-political, socio-economic condition you are in order to move forward. Now, in Nigeria, we have had a lot of changes, a lot of conditions that we are very ripe for us to make advance, to take advantage of, to move forward, to take advantage of those conditions. But because of what I've just said, because we lack that coordinating point, because we lack that unity of purpose, we all want those different groups, different strategies. They want Biafra, although they may have different approach to it. They want Biafra, but they don't want to do what it takes to restore Biafra, to get Biafra. So that is the reason why we've not made a tremendous effort, as I said. So in order for us to move from point A to point B, we need to take a step back, review what has not been working for the past 20 years, and then work together, and coordinate so that we can move better and achieve much progress going forward.
Okay, now there is something that is quite important that our people need to know, especially our viewers out there. Some may not know you personally, and it's very crucial that I ask you this question. It's quite controversial, but it is needed at this point. There is this video that is making round, which we published on this platform, where the leader of Masob, he mentioned your name in that video, and as well talking about unity, talking about trying to unify the Biafran people together, and also the efforts you are making to unite different groups. The two main groups that are seriously at loggerhead between Masob, led by Uwazurike, and IPOB, led by Nnamdi Kanu. Can you give us a brief of your relationship with the two? Then what are you doing as a person, the efforts you're putting in to ensure that you bridge the gap between not just Masob and IPOB, but the entire Biafra agitating groups?
Thank you, Chinedu. This is a very important question, and obviously it requires an honest answer. And the honest answer is this: I am, and I have made, and I'm still making effort to connect with the different leaders within our struggle. Just as you said, the video that you said that went viral, I am not totally happy with it, in the sense that it was a private conversation. It was a private conversation that was made public in a way it was made, which, as I said, I'm not happy with. But having said that, it is in the public domain. It is. The purpose of it was, I digressed a little bit. I made that call. It was a call I made to Chief Rafu Wazirike, the leader of the Masob, to see what he can do to intervene in the continuous killing, which is even approaching to a point of a massacre, genocide, crime against humanity, if you like, against our people in Obibo, the Igbo people in Obibo, or the people of River State from Obibo local government, because I was so much disturbed, just like every other person, to see life being wasted, economic activities being destroyed, children made orphans overnight, and we made widowed, women made widowed, and so on and so forth. So there's no anybody who has flesh, blood and water flowing through them that will not feel concerned. And it was out of that concern that I made a call to Wazigo, whom I feel that has access to the governor of Rivers State, who is the chief architect of the problem, whether he likes it or not. As the chief executive officer of his state, he is the chief architect. He invited the military. He made a comment that if he did not even directly invite the military, his comment made the invitation of the military or the operation inevitable. So if you remember also, Owaseke was on record of saying that, on record to say that he supported what Wike did. Okay, he supported it at that initially. Now it was based on that support that High Court said, Chief, okay, since you called and supported him at initially, okay, he has made his point. Enough of life has been wasted. Enough of people have been killed. Is it not time for you to go back to him as well, call him, say, okay, my friend, I supported you, but enough is enough. You have made your point, you have passed your message, if at all there is any message to pass, because killing people is not passing a message. Can you please go back to him to say that enough is enough? That can stop. We cannot continue to waste innocent life for nothing. That was the essence of the call. And public, that is by the way. Now, talking about other leaders, Nnamdi Kanu and others, well, it is on record, everybody knows that I have directly been together with Nnamdi Kanu from the summer of 1996. From the summer of 1996, and we have been, it's difficult for me to say whether he is still my best friend. Okay, let me say we are still friends. But we have not been in direct contact for a long time, not because of my fault. The people out there, including, I don't know if it's, I have to make this absolutely clear, because if I don't say it, people may not understand. I even made contact through his lawyer, a lawyer, Egemba, I think that's his name, so that if to have direct contact with Nnamdi Kanu, to consult him, because there was a forum I was consulted, I was asked to put together, that is a forum that will bring together Biafran leaders from different spectrum. And I took it up myself, and as part of that, I said, regardless of how difficult it may be, I will reach out to him. And I tried everything I can, and somebody managed to link me up with Aloy Egemba. I got to him, said, this is what I want to do. He said it is a good idea, that he will pass my message. And he came back to me to say he passed message to him. But Nnamdi Kanu choose not to make contact with me. And I can tell you with absolute certainty that he has all means he can if he wants to reach me. In fact, he knows everything about me, including where I live. My telephone number, those who knows, has never changed since 1995. I connected the line. My email address hasn't changed. None of my contact numbers has changed. He has them, so he chooses not to make contact. There is no any other Biafran leader that I am not in contact with, and some do respond, some respond haphazardly. But as I said before, because of ingrained selfish interest, some people to play their card the way they are doing in the name of Biafra, but without achieving the purpose for which they set out to achieve, that is to restore Biafra. But instead, they are using it for different purposes.
Are you that close to Nnamdi Kanu? How close are you to him?
you, when you say close, closeness, in my understanding, like any other person will understand, is somebody you speak with regularly, either on the phone, or you see regularly, you visit, or you maintain some level of contact with regularly. That is the understanding of people's closeness. This is my own personal interpretation on that, and if that is correct, I have not been close with him since 2014.
Before then, how close were you? And what is the possibility of bringing him on board? Because from what it looks like, you have contact with several leaders and you communicate with them quite easily, and you can actually bring them together. That's why they called you up and solicited that you bring the pro-Biafran group leadership together on a coalition level or on a common front where they can talk to each other. So what do you think? You've mentioned why you think that it is difficult for him to reach you, but you made mention that if he wants to reach you, he can. To want to find out how close is he with you, that the people can believe that actually if he wants to reach you, because he might be trying to reach you and will not be able to reach you.
No, it's that I think I have to, whatever I'm going to say, be a repeat of what I said before. Up to 2014, I can say we are close in the sense that we speak. Okay, again, I am a little bit careful, because there are some personal, private decisions I don't want to go into. But I have to say that the last time I saw him in flesh and blood was in February 2017 when I went to visit him in Kuje prison. Then when he came out in April 2017, we spoke briefly that same day or a day after. He said, okay, we have just come back, get acclimatized with normal condition of life. Then we will communicate, talk, and then take it from there. And that was the last time I heard from him. And I have also made other effort to reach him, but it did not. What I feel, I'm quite sure in one way or the other, he will come to know or hear what I'm saying now. I have made personal direct effort to reach him. He chooses not to respond or contact me for whatever reason, I don't know.
Okay.
But as I said, all my means of communication, he has them. So
all right, okay. I think at this time we have overflowed that issue. Let us just go into the main issue of the Biafra agitation, the progress so far, which you have made mention, and the setback which we are discussing. What solution do you have on the table at the moment? Before we open up the lines, because we're going to open up the lines.
Right. Okay, the solution, what I am suggesting, which is to some extent is in progress now, is to create an avenue, a central meeting point, a central authority that will speak for and on behalf of Biafrans all over the world. That's the missing link. That is a body that will link up all sections, all groups, all nations and nationalities, that will be purely representative, fully representative of Biafra, not just groups, but also ethnic nationalities, the owners of the land. They need to get involved, because out there people say, oh, we are not Biafra. Who told you? You don't force us. Nobody's forcing anybody to do anything. But what we are saying, that let the owners of the land, the ethnic nationalities that made up of Biafra, let them come together if they choose to, so that we can sit down, talk about, do we really need this? Yes. How do we need it? Then from there we make progress. That will include, as I said, all ethnic nationalities, pro-Biafran groups, and other interested parties. We come together, agree on a plan that will be that is achievable, that is verifiable, and we are talking about a body that will command the respect and acceptability of Biafrans, both inside and outside Biafra land, and that will be democratic, and above all, outside the influence of any one individual or group or ethnic group, either pro-Biafran group or any one ethnic group or whatever, but it has to be all-inclusive, democratic, and it reflects the aspiration of Biafran people and represent their interests and will speak for and on their behalf, so that the world will know when anybody from any part of the world want to engage with Biafrans, they will have one body that is representative, democratic, that will represent the interests of Biafra. That is what we want, not just what I want. That's what many Biafrans have been yearning for. It is time we achieve that. But the roadmap, the process of doing that is on the way as I speak.
Okay, thank you very much. I think that having said that, we'll be opening up the lines. The viewers out there, you've heard from Dr. Chukwuma Egemba. He is a very resourceful person when it comes to Biafra agitation, and you've heard from him so far. Now it's time for you to make your input. Very briefly before we wrap up this program is expected to last for just 1 hour, and we have expanded 32 minutes. So when you call, you'll be brief, go straight on point, add value. We discuss issues and not individuals. We are here to provide solution and not to create more problems. We are here to unite the Biafran people and not to further divide them. So that is what we are doing on this platform. The number to call is +234 81045455533. You can see the number right here at the top corner of this screen. Call it through direct line or you call through WhatsApp. We will be receiving your calls. And for those of you who are dropping comments, at the moment I may not be able to read out the comments, but I will before the end of this program to take your comment. But we appreciate every one of you watching and dropping your comments. Now, Doctor, back to you again while we wait for our callers to call in on to make their contributions or to ask their questions. Now, we have seen a bloodshed. People have died as a result of Biafra. When it comes to Biafra, it is an emotional thing. It's an ideology no man born of a woman can stop. Do you think, okay, I think our first caller has come in, but we'll come back to you on that very question. Let us quickly take the caller. Hello. Your name and where you're calling from, please.
My name is Egemba. I'm from Benue State, for residing.
What? Sorry, I'm very sorry. We've not been able to get you across to our viewers. I don't think our viewers can hear you. That's very bad.
Can you hear me now?
Okay, now our viewers can hear you. Go ahead.
Okay. I say my name is Gabriel Ede. I'm from Benue State, but I'm here in Enugu currently.
All right, go on. You have been listening to the program. What's your take?
Yeah, my take on this issue, I just want to thank the resource person here. He made his point clearly. Although I entered late, but I listened to him with few things he say. I listened to him. From what I listened, I discovered that maybe the relationship between him and Maazin Nnamdi Kanu, maybe there's something wrong between the lines. That is why he wasn't able to maybe bring him to board. If you want to get Nnamdi Kanu, he is always on the program on Friday. You understand? In the morning, he is always on radio. People asking questions, he addressed them. He is not person like Buhari that you cannot reach. He is not a ghost. Even me, I have his number. I can send it to you if you want. He is very, very reachable. You can discuss with him. Okay, just like day before yesterday, he was in the meeting with Yoruba group. Bakare, that is Pastor Bakare, and many professors in Yoruba land. So why not also him come to eastern side and have the same meeting with people that are responsible for the pro-Biafra, just call them pro-Biafra, so that they can have the same cause, So I strongly believe that what you guys are doing there is a great work. It's a great work. So
right.
I want, just like you have said, I want all the pro-Biafran to come together, in one pot, and then iron out how this thing will be moving. Because the killing and the shedding of blood of, pro-Biafran or even non-Biafran people, in fact, it's becoming too much. I just want to thank you all for this great program. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, my brother. But before you go, let me ask you this question. You have the number to our brother Nnamdi Kanu. Have you been able to reach him? Have you attempted to reach him?
Yes, I've been able to call him, discuss with him on Friday. He's always addressing people on Friday morning.
Okay, on live broadcast.
He will even give you his address and he will tell you can call through and so on,
Okay, what of trying to reach him outside live broadcast? Because it's not everything you discuss. Something of strategic position is not something you discuss on live broadcast. Do you think so?
Yes. Okay, I can't get you clearly.
Okay, I think we've got enough of that. Doctor, this man made a very wonderful, clear-cut observation and also suggestion that you try to reach him. You make more effort to reach him. You have said that you've tried to reach him in several. Hang on a little bit. We are getting back again on our network. Go ahead, Doctor. Go ahead.
Okay, right. I said that to the best of my knowledge, and currently don't live in London.
Okay, let us take another call. To the best of my knowledge,
he lives in Germany.
All right, let us quickly take this caller. Hello. Hello, your name and where you're calling from, please.
Yeah, can you hear?
Yes, I can hear you. Your name and where you're calling from. Be very brief. Others are calling.
Yeah, my name is Mike Obi. I'm calling from Vienna, Austria.
Mike Obi from Austria.
Yeah, from Vienna, Austria.
Go ahead.
Yes, I have watched the conversation going on, and the man who is speaking, I guess he's not in good. There's something, I believe that there's something wrong between him and Mazin Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazin Nnamdi Kanu is always on broadcast. He's always on Facebook. And a few days ago, there's a conversation between many professors and many Yoruba people, he's saying that Nnamdi Kanu is not trying to correct him, which means try to, you understand, why Nnamdi has never engaged him. I'm never trying to, Nnamdi Kanu is not hidden.
Okay, so you believe that there is you believe that
Facebook. So hello, can you give me a peace landing? Can you give me a soft landing?
Go on. Others are calling. Be mindful of time.
Yeah. Yes. What I'm trying to say is that we should stop deceiving ourselves. You understand? We should stop deceiving ourselves.
Here,
so
who
it is a high time we stop this rubbish.
Listen, there are languages we use here. We respect people. When you come on this platform, you respect people. It is part of the culture. We must imbibe in. Excuse me.
The impression I'm trying to correct is that the man said that Nnamdi Kanu has never been trying to reach him.
Calm down a little
Hello?
bit. Calm down first. Calm down.
Yes.
Calm down. Calm down before we continue.
I'm calm, please. Calm, please.
Good.
The man.
Hang on. When I say calm down.
That man is trying. Hello.
I'm sorry, we have to let you go. On this platform, we maintain decorum. Here is not a platform for all comers. If you are carried away by emotions, please stay clear. We are here to discuss issues. All right? I appreciate your calling and I appreciate your watching. Let's take other callers. Hello. Hello, my brother, your name and where you're calling from?
Malaysia.
From where? From Malaysia. All right.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead. What's your name, please? From Malaysia. What's your name?
Okay, I'm from Imo State, precisely, but I'm staying in Malaysia.
Your name?
My name is Igwe Kinsili Chimobi from Imo State.
All right, go ahead.
Yeah, I have been watching your program both from YouTube and Facebook and Instagram. So what I wanted to say regarding this issue, actually, I might not be that called Biafra or IPOP, but I've been following everything that is happening regarding Biafra, struggling of Biafra and independence. But to be honest with you, I can say what I'm seeing in these leaders that are divisions, they are not all in. When I say they are not all together, because some time ago I hear Asare Dokobo talking in one side. The other day I hear Wazirike talking the other side, and watching your program live now, I can see what Mr. Egemba is also saying. So please, can we all try and be together? Let's be one. Let's fight this thing together. Not exactly. These people will be fighting for them. This one will be fighting for them. So this one will be fighting. I thought we all are fighting for the same thing. We are fighting for the same Biafra, rather than this division. I watched the video, even the one you post. Before that one you post, I watched the one Mr. Rafa Wazirike said, the video he posted, and before you later post it, I also watched it from your line. So my point there is,
go on, we can hear you.
So what I'm trying to say is, let us all come together. Rather than this one, we say he's working for a job or Bayelsa people. Then Mazen Namdekani is working for IPOP.
So unity is very important. That's what you're saying, and that's what we're talking about here. Sorry about that. That network is quite very funny. The numbers to call remain plus.
Can I clarify certain things here?
All right, let's just take one more call, then you can now take them all at the same time. Just one more call. Hello, your name and where you're calling from?
Hello?
Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Hello?
Your name and where you're calling from, please. Hello? We lost that call. You can call back, but let us come back to Barrister Egemba. Dr. Egemba, sorry, Egemba. Let us take this one. I think the person is back again. Let us quickly take this caller. Hello? Yes, your name and where you're calling from?
I'm from Imo State. I'm calling from Ireland.
You're calling
from
Can you hear me? Yeah, go ahead. Very briefly, please. Very briefly.
I have maybe I come on late, but the little I heard from our brother there is that, look, as the word has said, once bite, twice shy. You see, in our region, Eastern region, there is a problem. The problem is one voice. You know, that one voice. The trust has been breached, and there is no trust among all the leaders. There is no single trust. So when we talk about unity, uniting the leader first, my brother, and you trust each and every one of them to uphold the agreement reached together in group as a unity, as a confidential that cannot be leaked to other people outside the struggle in case of any sabotage. Breach of trust has been rooted in the midst of our land. That is the problem I see in all this agitation. With that breach of trust, this has been a good move of all the group adjusting for Biafra. So my question to our doctor there, what effort have you made? How and what percent do you have in trust for all these leaders you are trying to put together? Because the bridge of trust has been destroyed. That's my own view.
Wait, there is a very important question you asked at the tail end. You said, what kind of word does he have between the pro-Biafran groups? Repeat that.
Can I hear you? Sorry, come again?
I said, the last thing you dropped, you talked about breach of trust among pro-Biafran groups.
Yes, the Biafra struggle is a very good move. But the problem here is those leaders have been destroyed their trust. They're supposed to hold on to achieve what they are looking for.
Okay, all right. That is exactly what we're trying to solve here. Thank you very much for your contribution. Thank you. Let us quickly, before we take other callers, let us quickly get back at Doctor. You've heard what they've said, beginning with your effort to reach Nnamdi Kanu, to the issue of the coalition. What exactly you have been able to do? How many pro-Biafran groups have identified? What is the position of other people? And the possible outcome when you eventually succeed in that coalition.
Okay, let me make this clear. I'm not quite sure your viewers and listeners, they are intelligent people. They will know the difference between inviting people to a program, just like this one, for instance. You invited me to this program, that's why I'm here now. Now, if it is only the people you invite in this your program that you will have contact with, you can. Now, the two people have just said that Nnamdi is on radio, he is on television, he is on this different platform. That is correct. But in his program and the other one, wherever he appears, people invite them and make composition of the panel that will come. Now, if I am not invited, I will not be able to have that interaction with him. If I don't call into his radio station or tune. But I don't think that the people answering this question will expect me to call on the radio to start discussing the nitty-gritty of Biafra or about our personal relationship. That is not, because this program we are on now, there is quite a bit of things we can discuss, but it's been purely on this question and answer. So I don't want people to get the impression that I am avoiding or I don't want to. And I said it and I make it absolutely clear. I have made effort to have a direct contact with him, speak with him one-on-one, not through any one kind of radio station, not through radio program or a group chat. No, that's not what I'm talking about. As a friend, as a person who doing what I want, what we want, working together to achieve. We are not. It is not on a radio program that we are going to discuss it. It is not on a group chat. in exile with the human rights initiative, the customary government, the other pro-Biafran groups. I can just start to listen to them one by one, as I said here. So apart from the person who don't want to be involved, others are involved, I can tell you that we have started to make progress. Biafrans should watch this space. We are making progress. Everybody now wants to forward to move from point A to point B, and every hand must be on desk. Anybody who think got anything, idea, plan, question.
Okay, hang on, Barrister, because there are important questions I needed to ask. A lot of people want to call, but we have to hang them on because I needed to ask this question to you. It's very important. You have mentioned several groups, very important groups like MASOB, led by Wazurike, like BNC, led by Asari Dokubo, like the Human Rights Initiative, Customary Government, led by Barrister Mekesri, and some other ones that you mentioned, Biafra Liberation in Exile, or Biafra, you called it Government in Exile, right? All of that, all of these people that you mentioned, different groups, what is their stance? Do they believe that there is need to synergize? Are they ready to come together to work like a force? And again, we have seen and witnessed Nnamdi Kanu trying to work with other ethnic nationalities like the Oduduwas. Now, what do you think that is making him to shy away from first building a bond with the Biafrans, then before moving out to reach out to the rest of other ethnic nationalities within the Nigerian space?
I can tell you the reason why he don't want, I cannot speak for him, but I can tell you for sure that most, let me use the word, most other pro-Biafran groups and coalitions have now woken up to the realities that we must work together to achieve a common purpose. It is, even if it's belatedly, as I speak, there are efforts going on and people are cooperating. So the point I'm trying to make is that whoever that is listening now, if you belong to any pro-Biafran group and you have any idea, ask your leader question: are you part of this group? Are you part of the effort that is being made to make sure that Biafrans have one voice, a central authority that will speak for and on behalf of them, all so right, that they will all participate to make Biafra great?
All right, let us go back to the calls. Don't forget the rules are quite simple. Be very brief when you call and straight on point. No emotions. All right, let us take the caller right here. Hello, the caller on phone. Your name and where you're calling from? Sorry, you're calling from?
I'm calling from Norway.
You're calling from Norway. Go ahead. Give us a submission.
Yes, I'm calling from Norway. Yeah. Hello.
Go on. Give us your submission quickly.
Okay. What I want to say what the guy is saying about the other pro-Biafrans. What I'm saying is that we cannot put Nnamdi Kanu now because those people have disappointed Nnamdi Kanu. Nnamdi Kanu has tried, someone like a sort of people, you know that Nnamdi will not down. If they know that they want to do it well, let them gather themselves together. I know that when they forward themselves, then they can get the man. You understand? Yes. Do you understand?
Yeah, go on.
Hello? Are you listening to me?
Go on, we are listening to you.
Yeah. So he cannot expect it to get through Nand now because Nand cannot listen now.
Okay.
Because
Are you speaking?
For a long time.
Are you speaking on behalf of Nnamdi Kanu, or is it your own opinion?
No, I'm suggesting because I'm suggesting.
Because you said they cannot connect with Nnamdi Kanu. Are you speaking on his behalf or your own opinion?
My opinion is that
all right.
If they want,
that's your opinion.
If they want peace,
all right.
If they really know that they want peace,
okay.
We have so many people who used to make this this race they were running.
All right. Now, do you believe, one last thing, do you believe that it is needed for Biafran people to unite together? Do you believe on that?
No, I'm speaking in my opinion.
No, I'm asking you, do you believe that there is need for Biafran groups to unite together? Do you believe that there is need for Biafran groups to unite together? Do you believe in that? I didn't get your answer. I desperately need to get your answer on this. Do you believe that Biafran people need to say
please come again.
Woman.
Yes, Jack.
Okay. There is need for that. Thank you very much. That is very important.
About that.
Very important. Thank you very much. Thank you. Let us take another call, please. A lot of people are calling. Please, you have just a few seconds to speak. Your name and where you're calling from.
This is Pastor Matthew. I'm not for sure. From Lagos. Hello?
Yeah, your name and where you're calling from.
Yeah, I'm calling from Lagos.
Hello, doctor. Can you help us, please? Mute your mic. Mute your mic. Help us mute your mic, please.
It's okay.
Go ahead, bro.
Yes. Abiodun Jeremiah, Anatoshe. Are you hearing me now?
Yes, go ahead. Make your submission.
It's okay. My own submission is that I'm a Yoruba man, but I support Biafra. Everybody must go. Biafra must go. Yoruba, United States must go. Biafra, Ibodi, they are not part of Niger area that was called Nigeria. Niger area that was called Nigeria. Ibodi, Biafra is not part of them. Yoruba is not part of Niger area that was called Nigeria. If they insist not to let Igbo and Yoruba go, there is another revolution that is on the way coming. Nobody can stop Igbo not to go. Nobody can stop Yoruba not to go. Enough is enough.
All right, thank you very much. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. We have other callers calling. Thank you so much. We appreciate you, please. Thank you very much for your contribution. God bless you.
My brother. Yeah.
The wish of the people must be done. Thank you so much.
Amen. Yeah.
All right. The next caller. Hello. But before you continue, the caller on the line, please hang on there. You might be hearing some humid sound. We are trying to navigate through some technical difficulties. Please bear with us as we try to make sure that every voice is heard. All right. This program should have ended a minute ago, but I'm trying to get everybody's voice to be heard. All right. The caller on phone. Go on. Hello. Hello.
Hello. Hello.
Yeah, good evening. Your name and where you are calling from?
Okay, my name is Senator. I'm calling from London. I just want to find out, is there a live program going on with Doctor?
Sorry, what did you say?
Hello, can you? Is there a live program?
This is a live program. Make your submission quickly.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. I really appreciate you. he calls and tell Nnamdi Kanu, this is me. Or you can even call off when it's not on the program, on the same number you have. You can do it. I appreciate what you're trying to do. But what I want to say is that so many of these leaders have helped me. I'm sorry to say this. I'm very sorry to say this. No, we should find out one thing to achieve what's happening. Let's for example, what has happened on Monday.
Late.
What they came up with is what they have this is the time that we do. We do what everybody has to do together.
Hello, sir. I think at this, hang on. I believe you can hear me. I think at this point, we'll not be able to take further calls because it is not coming out quite clearly, and it will not be fair that your voice and opinion is not coming out clearly because we are navigating through difficult technical issues. This rooming, we are hearing you, but it's not getting out properly. So if you can make your submission 10 seconds so that we'll be able to get you, please, in a sentence.
Okay. All right. Okay, let me go back here and say thank you very much for being the host for this program. And also thank the doctor who is your host as well. Let's forget about yesterday. Let's start today and move forward. That's what I want to say.
Thank you very much. God bless you. Thank you so much. You guys may not understand the kind of technical wahala I am facing right here, but we try to give the voice a whole lot of calls. We've had over 100 missed calls already, and calls are still coming in. More calls are still coming in. But please, we are going to reschedule this program next week as usual. It's a weekly program every Friday from 6 to 7. Next week I'll try to extend it beyond 6 to 7. Just make out time to join us on this discussion because we're going to continue whether we have doctor here. We believe to have other people, lots of people who will come to address this issue that is very crucial to the Biafran people. The issue of unity. We believe that united we are stronger, and united we will overcome. So it is very paramount to our people, extremely important that we take that very seriously. Let us go back to our guest to give us his final remark while we wrap up this program. Please, there will be no more calls. We will not be able to take further calls. Please, hundreds of calls are already coming in here, but we can't take it. Next week, join on our live broadcast every Tuesday from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and on Friday, 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. on Matters Arising Tuesdays and Biafra Discuss on Fridays like this. Okay, please bear with me today. We will not be able to take further calls. But we will be live on Tuesdays, every Tuesdays and every Friday. And we're also building up more programs. Alright? And I'll be opening up my personal platform that will be running concurrently every now and then. If you have any question to ask me, or we're going to be streaming it live, you want to discuss with me, you want to have personal contact with me and my person, that is on our social blog. I'll be reaching out to every one of you one-on-one via our social blog. You can find that on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, and as well on YouTube. Subscribe and don't miss a thing because we are getting fully overloaded. Lot of calls are coming in. I don't know how we can deal with this. Honestly speaking, my people will not be able to, and it breaks my heart when I don't take people's call. Doctor, let me quickly take this one very briefly. Just a second. Hello, give us your name and where you're calling from. You have 15 seconds.
Hello, good morning.
Go ahead. Your name and where you're calling from. Give us your submission.
Australia.
Australia, you're coming from. Go ahead with the submission quickly.
Yes, my brother, thank you. Before anybody comes to you to ask you about coming together, ask the person, what is the person bringing on the table? It's like asking Catholic Church to come down and join these mushroom churches that is just springing up anywhere.
My brother, I'm sorry, we are not here to preach superiority over any person. We are not here to preach anyone that is more capable than another. We are here on a level playing ground as the Biafran people.
If the person is sincere, if the person is sincere about Biafra, you want the whole movement to come and join you.
No, nobody is joining anybody. Everybody is coming together.
People are you.
We are not pushing for anybody to join anybody. Please.
Yes, come and join the largest movement.
Not when you are 2 or 3.
You want them to come and have
we have to take other calls.
How many are you?
Other people calling.
Are you bringing on the table?
Hello.
What I'm saying.
We just have to let you go. People don't understand. When we are trying to build, when we are trying to unite, please be part of it. You are not here to segregate. You are not here to tell me that I am the class, I'm the king. You have to come to me. Everybody should just come down from your high horses. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter your level in life or social status. In Biafra, everybody is equal. And there is no golden medal or trophy for any particular person or group of persons. If genuinely you want the freedom of our people, then it is time to unite. And that is what we are preaching here. Anything outside that, please keep it to yourself. That is the truth. Barrister, let us quickly take your own closing remarks.
You and Barrister.
Doctor, sorry, when you were upon Barrister, people don't be angry with me. Go ahead, give us your closing remark. Let us quickly wrap up today's program.
All right, thank you very much, Chinedu. Obviously, being a live program, you don't have control over what people is going to ask you, and so on and so forth. And in the process, you might be taken off guard. Let me say this clearly, that I don't have the set out to come and discuss anything personal about anybody here. I'm here to, my main purpose is to see what we can do to move from point A to point B. Whether you are a large group or a small group, it doesn't matter. What matters is, where are we in the restoration effort? What effort have we made or making to make sure that we restore Biafra to the glory of God and for the benefit of our future generation? That's the most important thing here. Therefore, everybody should come work together. As you said, I am not saying that we should form a body where everybody should come and join and be one. No, be where you are, but coordinate effort. That is what we are talking about. And as I said, if there are signs, there are there is hope that we are on the path to achieving unity of purpose to help us restore Biafra. As I said before, I keep on referring to the fact that if you belong to any group, whether large, whether small, whether mega or not mega, ask your leader, what are you doing to restore Biafra? It is not just what you are saying, it's the action on the ground, concrete. What body is it that you have the respect?
We are back again. So, Doctor, it's a pleasure having you on this platform today. We appreciate you coming on board, and we hope to have you back again. If we call you next week, please make your time to join us on this issue, because we're going to continue on this line of discussion, the unity of Biafra and why it is so important. So if we call you, please make available time when necessary or possible, so that we talk about.
You can be rest assured that I am available to serve in any capacity to do whatever I can to make sure that Biafra is restored. Every other thing is